So
yeah, you're
put it on minus 15.
you're still good to go. But Kuiko, it is your turn right now.
I cast fireball. Okay, let's see.
Quick point of order. Digger would have handed you a healing potion.
I do not have the things necessary. Is it a bonus action to or an action to use a healing app? Or to use
It's a bonus action to take a healing potion for yourself.
Finally, a consistent rule twice. Okay. You have to understand there are so many weird inconsistencies. Okay, I'm going to this thing doesn't seem damaged as all. Like my arrows just melt into it, right?
It is damaged. It is heavily damaged. The way it's acting, as if it doesn't care.
Furball fights into it.
Yeah. I'll say Furball has advantage. They're still prone.
27.
27 hits.
11 damage.
Okay. Can you prone something even more? I wonder.
If you fall down, if you fall down on the ground.
I don't know. I feel like you could though.
How? Is it like a super prone state?
Yeah, it's like there's falling and then there's like heavier falling. I don't know. I don't want to think about it. Let's move on.
Kuiko is going to drink the. I'm going to drink the potion.
Okay, the one potion handed to you is 2d4 plus 4.
Wow. Triple out. Pull up the potion and gain 6 HP. Nice.
Massive.
The lowest possible number. And then she's going to run up and stab this thing twice.
With advantage.
With that of Nemo.
With advantage.
Yeah. And she's going to bring it right down onto its.
Do it.
20.
35 hits.
25 and 15.
15 does not hit.
Come on. 8, 9 damage.
Okay. 8 damage.
Oh, okay. And that's my turn.
All right. At the end of your turn, they again look to all of you, and as they're still in the ground, their hands, their palms placed directly on it. They sort of look back up as you're striking them, and they give a bit of a grin. And again, I need everyone to make Constitution saves.
If I close my eyes, right? Oh, that.
So the 9 is a failure. Could I get a D100 for that? Also for Furball.
Wow. A 2, a 5, and a 6.
2. Who has a 2?
I have it. Furball has that.
Furball is immune to the grapple condition.
It's radiation. What do you mean?
He has malleable bones currently. Somebody had a 3? Was that a 3 I saw?
I have a 5.
Oh, 5. Pardon. 5. You may speak only at high decibels. So you can only scream if you wish to communicate. You can only scream if you wish to communicate.
I can only scream to communicate.
Yeah.
In terms of player, don't worry, it's not the player, it's the character.
You don't have to scream personally, but anything your character says, they'll be saying in a loud voice for no reason at all. They don't realize they're doing this, by the way. Yeah, he he's kind of weird. He's still functioning the same. He could just escape any grapple whenever he wants. Oh no.
What?
Okay, so Digger, as he's been the entire time, I kid you not, he has been shooting, and when it comes to DMPCs, I generally avoid rolling for them because they do an average point of damage. Like they're gonna hit, they're gonna miss. Unfortunately, Digger currently, as he's looking, he seems to behave in a slow manner. He's like the gun is still acting the same, but he's like reacting and recoiling differently. He's not moving the same speed. And currently he cannot make his multiple attacks. So yes, Digger is acting as if he was slow touched. Let's put it that way. Yeah.
Let's see if it falls.
Besides that, it is the minions' turn. They're gonna do something in the background you guys don't know about, and then it is Digger's turn. Digger goes for a shot. He'll take the average shot. He can only do one, so that's low average. And then is Feara. What does Feara do?
Considering the current situation,
Okay, basically, a girl, a wolf, and a bigger wolf is attacking a few level boss. You currently hold the wire over this guy to choke.
As you're choking them, they still reach over to touch the computer, and they let you choke them. They're just like they're smacking at it. But yeah, do what you're gonna do as you're choking this individual.
so oops. I'm going to slowly move them away from the computer,
Yeah, make another strength check.
like away. What?
Make another strength check.
Strength is clicking on strength at the left corner. The left.
Pardon. You may not save. You may make athletics. Athletics check would be sufficient actually. Actually, be better for you.
Efficient?
Yeah, but you may be proficient. I'm not sure. It's up to you.
If there is a check, you are proficient.
Again, I'm gonna look at your character sheet, and we're gonna make sure next game it's 100%. But just a strength. Athletics check for this round. You're gonna try to force them to move. You'll move half your movement if you're high enough, which you are. You can move up to half your movement. Which way do you wish to move?
Which way do I wish to move?
Yes.
You can move 15 feet, basically.
Hold on, where? Probably to the left.
Oh, okay.
Right here.
All right. You're dragging them with you.
I wonder if
Do you wish to do anything else? You have a bonus action that you can use.
What?
Do you have a
Okay,
bonus
yeah.
action that you can use?
in a combat you have in a weapon, you can move, you can do an action, and there's special action that is called a bonus action. You have a action that is called a that can be done in a bonus action.
Can I tie up the cyborg?
As a bonus action, you are currently restraining them around the neck to incapacitate them. If you were to stop that to try to bind them, let's put it this way. An entity has breath as much as their constitution score allows. So if they have a constitution of, let's say, 1, they can last 1 round being choked. This person is going to be on their 3rd round, the next round on them, effectively meaning they probably either have pretty high constitution or you're just about to meet their limit. So it's up to you to decide if you're going to break that hold to go for a bind, which is possible and you could do on your next turn. Or I'd even allow right now. You're going to go for a bind? So yeah.
Stop choking different.
So you break the bind and now you're going around to tie them up, probably around their arms. I'm asking. Okay, yeah. So you go to bind their arms. 23 athletics. You pull them with it.
And their legs.
And you we'll try binding their arms first and see how far we get from there. But so far it's looking good. Is that the end of your turn?
Yeah.
Okay. At the end of your turn, the entity, he sees you and he takes another legendary action. And instead, this time, he decides to attack everybody.
Is it a magic attack?
Is not a magic attack.
Why is there never a magic attack anymore?
Do you have a counter spell or something like that?
Yes, I have a counter spell. Exactly.
That's probably why. He does a layer action.
Oh, DC 18.
Yeah.
Oh, it's 10. Oh, it's a 6 then. Living room. Oh, ritual living room. Like it. And I feel that.
So you take 6 points of damage. May I get a dex save as well for Feara?
I pressed the wrong thing. I pressed
The dex save, please.
modifier. It's this thing. I wrote the wrong one. I should have had +7.
Yeah, I did it right.
Great. I'm rolling for my friend here who fails. That's very nice. So everyone takes 6 points of damage. 6 points of piercing damage, as everyone is unaware that the room that we're all in is living. But that is Fiera's turn, and it is now the minions' turn. The minions they go for attacks again. Bop. One towards Kuiko again. One towards Digger.
Yes, it doesn't hit.
And then one towards Furball this time. They're avoiding Fiera apparently. On this round. So yeah, it goes flying out. I believe Furball is the only one hit.
I think it's
12 points damage on Furball. Is Furball a lycanthrope?
That is a good question. Though.
No, he isn't. That's fine.
Furball is down. He has exactly 12 HP.
He had exactly 12 HP. Furball's down. That is the end of their turn. Kuiko, is your turn. You see Furball go down.
Furball, no. They really should help them.
Before your turn, you hear the words come out from this guy who was being pinned down by Furball. It says, "Give up. You have no more recourse. This will be your graveyard if you continue." The guy, Exeltor, the liquid
This guy.
person. Yep.
This guy. The
Yep.
magical hat.
Yep. He's more a goo or a flam, I guess. I don't know. A ooze. He's more of a ooze. Yeah, that's what he is.
I'm going to walk back to here by 20 feet of movement. So
Okay.
I'm going to attack him twice with my bow.
Sure.
18 and a 12.
18 hits.
That is 12 damage. And then as my bonus action, I'm gonna use the wand of healing on Furball.
All right.
Wait. What is the price? Here it is.
Yeah. How do you take this thing out as you destroy it?
Okay, so in roleplay form, she's going to quickly walk one backwards and then pick up her bow again and fire two shots right at this thing.
Nice.
Right through its rear rim. And then she's going to reach for her boots and pick out another wand and then chance a magic word on a spell and point it towards Furball.
All right. Furbal's back up with 5 HP. And is that the end of your turn?
And can Furball move still?
Of course. Where does Furball go to?
Furball, attack this next guy.
Okay. Furball goes for another attack with only 5 HP to their name.
22 to hit, like that.
22 hits. 9 damage on this thing that is very difficult to hit.
Wow. It's always fun. Yes.
Yeah, that its AC is 20 for sure. Is that the end of your turn?
And I have. Actually, yeah, wait. I'm gonna move them to the that's my turn.
Okay. Since the boss is dead, they
What?
skip their turn, but they're. Oh. Pardon. Their death throw does act as they are in the last second of life. They're like, ah! They're being ripped apart by these strikes. They still get to make that one move as their reaction and force everybody to make another Constitution save.
Of course, at the fast roll.
Yeah.
7. Wow.
Uh,
4.
It's just fun stuff. Fun stuff.
It's 7, 6, and 4.
Okay,
Okay.
let me get the 100 rolls, please. Very
82 for Kuiko and 92 for Furball.
okay. 82.
Yes.
82 is you are snot filled. You have -3 to all hearing based stealth checks.
Stealth checks.
Yes.
Wait, that's what?
You,
Okay.
you have snot in your nose. You have a runny nose.
Oh god.
That's 82. What's the other numbers?
A 90 for Furball.
90. 90.
Yes.
Okay, a secret one.
wait, do I have to roll 2?
No, you just one con save. You failed though, right? Right?
Yeah.
Uh,
Thanks.
yeah.
Yeah. What was your roll? Was it under 10?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. What was your D100 roll? Could you tell me that?
83.
Oh my, that's funny.
Oh no.
So currently, Feara,
I didn't do it.
your eyes are somewhat. It's just harder to see for some reason. But touching your face, it's weird because your eyes feel smaller. You have disadvantage on sight-based perception checks currently.
Oh god.
Well, that's that. This thing is dead now.
Wait, so my
Uh,
vision got
Worse.
bad.
yes.
Yeah.
Is what you're saying.
Yeah, effectively.
In a specific situation.
There's ways to get rid of it.
Got smaller.
Yeah, your eyes are tiny now. You have like beady, tiny little ditto eyes. And if anyone asks, you will only speak to them in high decibels, so you better be screaming. So you're just acting like a blind person in any '90s movie, basically.
That is true. Oh my god.
So
So I basically turned into a bad with echolocation.
yeah, kind of.
Bad location.
Yeah.
All right, so that's his death throw. I have the minions here that are few but enough to make a difference. They're gonna make their attacks. They will. Seeing that the other guy isn't there anymore, they're gonna more focus towards the one that's nearest to the computer. So literally all three of these attacks are towards Feara. No freaking way.
Double quit. That is ridiculous.
All right, hold on.
Okay, I mean, you have 10 AC, so it's always gonna hit. But let's see, 17, 26, 37. You have 40 damage. At least you don't go complete death.
You're down, though.
Yes, you are unconscious now.
Unconscious. Okay. So put yourself at 0 HP currently, as you will be making death saves on your next turn. Digger's turn. Digger saw that. Digger does not know you, but Digger does not feel like he wants to let that happen. So Digger will risk a bit of his life. Digger will do it. Digger will risk his life and limb. He just needs to get close enough to see you better. And in there, he sort of kind of opens up like his chest or neck area, and you see inside of it, specifically Kuiko, you see that there seems to be a brilliant sort of a diamond or gem of a white or ivory color. You're not sure which, but when he opens it up, you see him go ah, and then it kind of just like he lets go and it latches up and closes immediately on him. But you can tell that where it closes up, his armor, a slat of it, goes over kind of magnetically and covers it immediately. But you're back to 1 HP, Feara.
Oh, cool.
Yes. That is their turn. They can't make attacks this turn, so they haven't affected any damage on the enemies. But currently, it is actually Feara's turn. So kept you from making death saves. That was his one use of that. Nobody else go down, please.
So, how did you feel about that?
That's not death. That's uncautiousness.
We don't get death saves a lot, okay? You only had it like 7 times for the past 2 sessions.
We're still under level 10. You don't want that yet.
So what would...
Go ahead.
Wait, so Feara has bad sight with a high decibel voice.
Mm-hmm. You could act as normally. That's just specifically only if you're making a perception check. You still see everybody just fine. It's just when you're seeking something out specifically is very difficult. That's it.
I want Feara to mess around with the computer and try to see if he can stop all of this.
Oh god.
Okay, how would you like to proceed towards this computer? Do you use your mental acuity? Do you use your physical strength? Which method to break it?
What's
It'll be intelligence if you're doing anything with hacking into it or figuring out how to turn it off.
Intelligence, please.
Yeah. So you may make either Arcana or a History check, and given the roll is your success.
I'm gonna do history.
Hey, pretty nice.
History. Roll me a d4, please.
What?
A d4. Just a regular d4.
Two.
Yep.
Is that good?
So that's a computer
it isn't bad.
Or
He's brainstorming. Give me some second. It's the loading screen.
No, it's literally the thing that is fighting me. It won't let me do it proper for some reason. Okay, I'll just on this side. How about this? Is this better? Do you like me now? Come on, work. Oh Lord. There we go. That's one.
It's the computer.
Computer
is fighting the DM.
That's two. Okay. So as you're desperately trying to figure out how to work with this, you kind of had some insight in the back pocket of your mind as while you were struggling with this entity, you saw which buttons they specifically press and kept pushing forward to, like, I forget what they're called. They're not swivels. They're the knobs that go up or down only. And you saw them use an electronic version of that. They're just lifting like a bunch of these buttons. And then you figure to just do the opposite and bring them all down. Just everything, right? And what happens is you see two more of these very strong, very high AC guards shut down. So you currently there are currently only two enemies left.
What happened? Kuiko says that.
Yep. After that, it'd be the minions, but there's one there. Shoots at Digger. Saw him get in his face. Okay.
Wait, what do you mean two? There's only one left.
Yeah, there's one there, and then there's the one that was being choked out.
Oh, but that.
Who is the real bad guy, by the way? Nah, I'm joking. Silver Thorn to Digger, though. Did it make the attack? No, it didn't? Did I not click it? I thought I clicked it. Okay. No, doesn't want to work for me. Gotcha. How about now? There we go. I heard it. 16. 16 hit Digger's AC. Does have my no, it misses. His AC would be 17. So yeah, that's just a straight up miss. After that, Kuiko. What does Kuiko do in this turn? As everything seems to have been shut down, not defeated. Everything has been shut down in this room.
She's going to quickly look around, like, what the heck just happened? And then she would finally notice Feara for the first time.
Yep.
And then she's going to go back to shooting this guy real quick.
Go for it. AC 20.
Oh wait. I can't flank him because of content needs one. I'm going to run
Furbo could flank him.
I'm going to run over to here and then stab it again.
Okay, that's a flank.
Come on. 37 that 20 and 17.
17 misses.
Hit it. Nice 12 then.
9. Not all constructs are affected by poison.
And the first one is gonna fight 16 messenger.
16 misses as well.
And Kuiko is going to look back, look towards the other while she's stabbing. You over there. I don't know what you did, but good job. And thank you.
All right.
Yes, as
Oh, you're back. Great.
Loud decibel.
Yeah. What does it sound like? I'm saying that.
Did they just scream at
well. What?
I mean, you have to speak. I call it radiation.
No, yeah, no. They scream it. They yell it out. You hear them clear as day. But you don't have to actually roleplay that bit. After Kuiko is another minion. All those minions have been destroyed. So it's Digger's turn. Digger is still in slow effect, and his armor has just closed up. What's he gonna do? He doesn't realize that he's slow. So he's just gonna go for an attack on this thing in front of him. You can see that he's going for a melee attack with his literal claws, but he misses. And after that, it is Feara's turn, as there seems to be only 2 enemies left, and one of them is rushing towards the computer after they recovered from you almost choking them out.
Wait. I feel like Feara would hear the stomping towards the computer.
Mm-hmm.
He looks to his left and his reflex. Wait, what is his reflex? I just still think his reflexes are good and he immediately punched the dude unconsciously. Well, not unconsciously, but hurt him.
Okay.
Enemy and it spins around his staff.
You do have weapons, by the way. You could choose whether you have a short sword or a long sword. It's up to you.
Oh, right.
Do you prefer one or the other? Short swords are easier to use one-handed. You can put a shield on as well. If you use the long sword, you do more damage, especially if you use with 2 hands.
Or it's not have shield proficiency set.
I'll do long sword.
Yeah. You're a fighter subclass, right?
Yes.
Yeah, so you're proficient. Oh, pardon. You'd also have a rapier, which is effectively an easier. But for you, I believe long sword works best. So we'll keep the long sword. Are you gonna dual wield it? Like, are you 2-handed or 1-handed? Because the difference is either D8 or D10. If you're if you have one hand long sword, it's a D8 of damage or D10 of damage for the 2-handed long sword.
Basically, you can do more stuff with 2 hands, but if you hold the rapier in 1 hand, it does less damage. But it does more damage if you hold it with 2.
Two long
2 long sword strikes. Okay. Great. This person is not gonna arrive to you till their next turn. You could move to them, or you could just keep doing what you're doing and then strike them, or you could choose to go for the strike now. It's really up to you.
I'll go for a strike now.
Yeah. So move your movement. I think it's only like 10, 15 feet at most to get to them, barely, and make your attack. See if you get multi-attack action. Say you may make a d20 attack. Add your strength and your proficiency, which should be 3. Your proficiency.
Wait, I didn't hear that. What did you say?
It's roll a d20, add 3, and your strength modifier, which I believe is 4.
So I have to roll a d20?
Yeah, d20.
Alright.
And then you add
2.
3 plus 4, so plus 7. That'd be what, 9? 9 isn't enough, but I am seeing here that you do get an extra attack. So if you want, you can make another attack, another d20.
I got 16.
16 plus 3 plus 4 is more than enough to hit this thing. So roll a d10 and then add 4 to it, which is your strength.
I got 10.
10?
Well, I rolled a 6.
Yeah.
I rolled a 6.
Perfect. So 10 points of damage on this individual as they've been hit for the first time. But still don't look great as they were assaulted by you earlier. Is there anything that you wish to do? Do you have a bonus action or something?
Wait, so is the one that I scrambled down, or are they just...
No, they will literally the one who you fight.
So I'll say right now, as a bonus action, you can, on your turn, choose one creature other than yourself within 60 feet and give them bardic inspiration, essentially a d6 for them to add to their roll, if you wish.
You sing to them to make them easier to hit others.
Oh. Sure, I'll sing to them to make them hit others.
Who are you singing to?
At 200 decibels.
Hmm.
I just visualized that.
Twinkle, twinkle, little. Oh gosh.
So,
Here, I'm going to
is it
bird.
if it's a bird instead of a head?
I'm going to sing to the... Is it possible I sing to the person that I strangled earlier and tied up?
If you sing to them, you're giving them bonuses.
You will make them
Oh.
You make them better. You're giving them a chance to use your magic to be better at whatever they're doing.
You inspired them. Yes, come on. Get out of there. Get out.
Who can I sing to?
Your allies currently are the anthropomorphic wolf guy that brought you up to 1 hit point. The lady that they seem to be traveling with, a human, that is using her bow to actually hit these very armored and very dangerous constructs. There's also a wolf, a literal wolf hanging around.
I'm going to sing to the lady traveling with a human.
Gotcha. But you mean the human? There's only one human, and it's the lady.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, the lady.
You keep in mind that you also get all your expended uses of the bardic inspiration at a short or long rest, and currently
You can only sing a number of times. It's determined somewhere else. But if you sleep, you can sing again, basically.
yeah, I'm trying to see how many bardic inspirations they get. What is this? Not showing me.
You can only sing a number of times.
Wait, what's the short and long rest?
You rest for 1 hour and you rest for 8 hours.
That's when you're essentially healing or taking breaks. Yeah.
You take a nap versus taking a sleep.
going to take a short rest.
Oh, we can't do that right now. Not in the middle of combat.
Oh, it takes 1 hour to take a long.
Oh,
An hour for a short rest. 8 hours for a long rest.
Try to take 8 hours.
But besides that, keep in mind you have expertise. You got to get your ability score improvement, or you got to pick a feat, and you have counter charm. So
Counter charm.
you might want to look up counter charm right now. Actually,
I think she has a lot of charm in its entirety.
counter charm is a bard effect. You should definitely give that a look. But
how do you spell that?
counter charm is COUNTER charm, CHARM.
Basically, people have to make it think that they are like you. When people try to use magic to make you like them, you will not like them. Essentially.
You won't allow your mind to be muddled by their nonsense.
Yes. That's it. I've been trying to explain D&D in terms of role-based because yes, you may give me superiority that every law says after I play it. Versus you just rest for 8 hours and you get to do that again.
So I'm in the middle of combat right now. Feara
Yes.
is in the middle of combat.
Yes, you are. One and the same, I would say.
One in the same.
I have put up on your character sheet the longsword, so you only need to just go and click on the longsword on your attacks and spellcasting tab. That should be under your hit points, relatively. But at the end of your turn, is the minions. So one of them actually gets to act. I believe you wanted to attack this lady. They're not happy about it. They want to get to the machine. You're in the way. You'd be right in front of them. They will rush to the machine, taking an attack of opportunity. So you can make another attack on this person if you wish.
Basically, they're running away with their backs turned towards you, so you just slap them in the face.
So you can make a longsword attack. You can just click on the longsword.
That's just
The
slap
two-handed one, if you're using two-handed. Yeah, and then just roll your damage, because 15 will definitely hit this person.
What? 15? That's almost the same as Octavian.
But they're not made of metal. So just click on the longsword itself, the button
Double bar. In
on
chat.
the chat. Yeah, perfect.
So that's what that is.
All right. So at their turn, though, they start messing around with the computer, and it seems that they're trying to reconfigure some stuff and figure out what you did that messed up everything. We'll roll for them. So I'll have my dice ready. I'll just roll here. They're not looking like they're doing a great job figuring out the issue, but you can assume that it won't take them long to figure it out. At the end of their turn, I didn't hear that. It is Digger's turn, but what'd you say?
I just said that. Oh wait, no wait, it's at 1 HP.
Well, yeah, that's the risk. I mean, the person didn't even seem to realize that. Jiggy's gonna just keep making attacks. He's gonna back up though. These things don't seem to have melee attacks. But he's doing shots, and then his backer. Wait, Kuiko, did I skip you?
I have no idea.
I did. Go, Kuiko, what do you do?
Okay. So, Kuiko is going to turn around and see Feara. When he will probably not so well. So she's going to turn around and rush towards this guy.
Okay.
And tackle him.
You gonna bring him down?
I'm going to tackle him, yes.
Okay. Take it down. Athletics.
Can I stab it and then attack it?
No.
I mean, I probably is an attack action, right?
Who told you that?
What?
um.
I read that somewhere. Yeah.
You do you wish to grapple them,
I just tackled it.
or are you trying to knock them down prone?
You know what? Yeah, I'll grapple them.
Okay. Make their movement 0. Sure. Make the athletics check.
11.
Okay. It is contested. See what they get.
That's very off. Oh my god.
Plus their mod is not enough.
I swear to god, if they had a +6 mod.
No.
Okay, then Kuiko is just going to rush towards it and activate white behind and chokehold them, I guess.
Another show code. Okay, that's an attack action. What else do you do?
And then I'm going to. Wait, I can't attack with my extra attack, right?
Yeah, you have an extra attack. You're gonna use it.
Okay, how can I stab? I'm going to stab with my other hand.
Okay,
Like, reach for my dagger and stab with my dagger.
go for it.
Is it advantage? Can I attack without weapons?
Not within 11.
What? Not with the what?
Not within
Oh,
11.
A lousy choke
Yeah,
stab at the 10.
10 is not enough.
Okay.
You kind of hold your hand back. You know, is that whole maneuver that like you're trying to get the knife to them, but they're like, no, 2 hands, no, get away from me, that knife. That's not a fun thing. I don't want that. Don't know how they could perceive that knife, but yes. Is there anything else that you do?
I forgot I have this button and I'm a hundred chance for it, but that's fine.
Oh
And then
gosh.
I'm going to yell at Feara and told her to be careful, stand back, while she's just struggling to keep this guy in place. And that's my turn.
Okay. You did skip your turn. Feara, what do you do?
You don't actually have to.
Wait, I got confused. What happened?
It's your turn. Kuiko showed up to do the same exact move that you did on this thing. Less successfully though. I mean, they still grabbed them, but they
Wait, I got bardic inspiration, right?
you do
Okay, wait, what does that do?
a d6 to a
Sorry.
roll.
Can I add my pieces to my attack roll?
You may.
A 5.
5 hits, 15 hits.
Hey, then I started right in his chest.
Yeah, roll damage.
8.
Okay.
Yes, and
Why aren't you using the magical dagger for this?
It's the dagger of evil. What do you mean?
This isn't magical though.
The +1 dagger?
+1 dagger will literally give it +1 to attack and damage.
Yes. And the +. Wait, the +1. I didn't +1 to damage. I was just thinking about that.
Yep.
Yeah, it could have done more damage. Never mind. I'll do that next.
Okay.
Attack, if there is one.
Back to Feara.
Wait. First of all, attack this with twice.
Okay. Verbal will attack it.
Okay, doesn't make.
It misses. Feara, what do you do on your turn?
Basically,
Okay, so is Kuiko's character holding down the cyborg thingy?
Yes. So if you wish to attack them, you'd have advantage.
she told you to try and stay back since you are the one, but you don't have to listen to her.
Yeah.
Remember, you don't have to listen to anyone.
Yeah, I'm going to take the advantage.
Yeah. So go up to them, make your attack.
Advantage is taking the bigger number of the two numbers you see when you roll.
Wait, did I ever say that what I was going to attack? Wait,
I assume longsword, but you may attack with whatever you wish. What do you have to attack with other than longsword? Do you know?
I'm going to attack them with the long sword.
Okay, yeah, go for it. 19 definitely hits. Roll damage, but make your next attack as well, because you get 2, remember.
What?
Attack the longsword first. Yeah, attack that and yes.
Take the LP Angsword.
And now you can attack again because you can do that. Because you can do that. Yes, so just attack another time.
Make you another attack. That School of Valor.
It sounds like a hex player. Everything sounds like a hex player now. Come here, please. You can attack again. Yes.
Oh, I can attack again.
Yes, you get 2 attacks every attack action you take.
If you attack someone, you can attack them twice.
That's gonna hit.
Okay, I'm going to attack another longsword.
There you go.
A 16 damage.
At this point, you guys watch as this individual seems to no longer be willing to stand around and work on this machine as they get held, stabbed, and then double stabbed by this massive longsword after the dagger. And as they're struck, you hear them, ah! And do you say anything, Feara, as you're striking them?
You scream at anything.
Why you have to say that? I was trying to get them to say something.
No.
To hear what it would sound like screaming.
No.
But again, as you don't notice that you're really screaming, do you say anything to them? With your lunge, possibly.
Yeah.
Feara would say, "Go down, you beast."
Yep, with a massive roar. Uncomfortably so in Kuiko's face now, but the cyborg themselves, this metal organism, they look at you and you see fear in their eyes now, and as much as their eyes are glowing near digitized, they do definitely have some concern now.
It's that. His eyes is glowing.
I hate to do this, but
Yeah.
I think we are gonna stop our game today for
It's
now.
so close.
We're at the precipice of ending it, or are we?
No.
There's a shaking on the ground
Okay.
as
That's
the entity that you guys are on top of, by the way, is they're dead. They're slumping to death. They're like and slowly falling to their non-existence. But as their blood, the silver falls, and the silver falls off of the other entity as well. Apparently, all that was required for these 2 to die, and for the machine to now be awakened in a different state. We'll see what that looks like differently, as you guys have essentially won the combat, but have not ended the fight. Whatever that means. But yes, you guys did well. One thing I didn't state earlier, I don't do inspiration in my games, but I generally do feed a bunch of items and stuff to players. But again, if it doesn't make sense, these people don't have pockets. They're not going to drop gold, so it's not going to happen this time. I squeeze it in when I can though. So if you do join us next time, maybe there'll be some more stuff. Worst case scenario, beg Kuiko for magical items. They have a bunch. Um, but I thank both of you so much, and I thank Kon as well. That was fun watching him run away as well. But this was fun. This was exciting. Very interesting.
In normal circumstances, if Kuiko saw a random person like appear out there, she's going to panic herself. But this has happened at least 5 times, so she is not surprising.
The question is it a circumstance of the underworld, or is it a circumstance of VTT D&D games?
Yes. Maybe in the north, there's just a bunch of random kills just appearing out there.
I mean, there are, but they die a lot too, though. So,
Okay, guys.
Okay, guys, thank you very much. It is late where I am right now, so I will leave. But I will save this recording. It will eventually be posted somewhere. But again, I had so much fun watching you guys turn off my toys. Not destroy, just turn them off. Just gone. Okay, it was great. Thank you.
We didn't actually kill much. We just killed one and cut off all the others.
Yeah, I know. Thank you, DC. Thank you, Danny. It was a pleasure.
It's always fun to make the game.
I love it.
This was fun.
Yeah.
Even though this was my first session of playing D&D, this was fun.
I
Awesome.
feel very sorry for you if this is your first session because
Oh, that's great.
this session is one of this kind of campaign is the most complicated type of campaign you could ever encounter, and you drop right in the middle of a boss fight.
That's the time to do it.
I had fun though.
I will contact you not today, not tomorrow. Soon to just reach you to update your character sheet proper, just to make sure that there's no kinks in there, just to make sure that you have all your effects and stats. I know that you were playing underpowered for a very good reason. You were missing several proficiencies, but again, which is why I don't want this game to have lasted too long and push forward to like role play, where I'm like, what if you did want to make a very good insight check and you couldn't take advantage of all your stats? I don't want to take that away from you. But next game, we'll definitely have that all on the up and up, and it'll be more cohesive, and possibly I'll probably even show up on time for all we know. Yeah, I mean, everything works. It just works, you know. Todd Howard is my idol, so even if it doesn't work, it works. Again, thank you guys. But I will be leaving now. Have a good night or good morning, depending where you are.